Namaste. Yes, I got that news from all of you that you wanted to reminisce the famous lines from Hamlet's Soliloquy. So, do listen to it. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to save end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is dear to, it's a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. That's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud men's contumely, the pangs of despise, love, the lost delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something that after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native view of resolution is secluded over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Thank you very much for listening. Beautiful, beautiful lines. I'm sure you would have enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your response to the Soliloquy by Hamlet. I'll share with you the second one that again is a favorite with me. Julius Caesar. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously had Caesar answered for it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms till the general coffers fill. Did this and Caesar seem ambitious? When the poor have cried, Caesar had whipped. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did refuse thrice. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure he is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is there in the coffin with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. Thank you.